I'm gonna kind of give a ground up approach to CQB. We're gonna start with how to clear room solo, because the factor is that at national events there are times that we do have to clear rooms by ourselves, and it doesn't happen often, but it does happen. So if you guys know how to do it from a solo perspective, adding 2 people and 3 people and 4 people, life gets easier. And you guys have something to add?
No.
Or just okay?
I'm sorry.
Sure. Good deal. So room clearing solo. The basic idea behind room clearing solo is you're going to have to go, unfortunately, really slow to ID your target and do it effectively. Speed kills. You'll hear that a lot. In this particular drill especially, you have a lot of factors to keep in mind. I guess I'm going to demonstrate on this particular corner fed room since it's over here closer to the shade. And hey, commander's choice. And we'll go from there. One of the other things that you're going to have to be aware of, I know we're out kind of here on a field, but is I'm going to approach this as if this was a hallway and kind of run through how we would slice the pie to clear this room. All right. As a matter of fact, just I guess I'll use. One of the things that if you're alone and you're in this hallway, imaginary hallway, obviously I'm going to be approaching this doorway. I got to worry about what's in front of me and also what's behind me. So you're going to see me checking back and forth a lot. Approaching in this particular case, I'm actually going to transition over to my reaction side because I can engage better from this way with the door being off. But anyway, from here what you want to do is just take it a very small slice at a time. You're going to basically baby step your way around until you can see all the way through the room. Remember how we were saying that you need to stay back off of cover and then lean out and engage your target? That really comes into play here. So what I'm going to do is I can see basically from this stake to there if this was an actual wall. So that's all I can see so far. So I'm going to baby step left, keep this gun out as far as I can, watching it. I don't see a threat. I'm still looking down here. I'm good. I'm going to step it again. I still don't see anything. Looking high, looking low. Still stepping. Still don't see anything. Looking down there for threats. Looking back. Take another step. Still don't see anything. Room looks clear so far. Another step. Up. I see the edge of my target. So I'm going to lean out, engage, pop, pop, and then continue on. Look back forward. High, low. Another little baby step. Nothing. At this point, my back's almost to this hallway. I'm committed. So I'm going to go in, check my corner. I'm good. All right, room's clear, and continue on down the hallway. It's very, very slow, and you're going to do it that slow in real life. Because, again, if you guys get to going fast, the biggest mistake is if you take too big of steps or your gun's not out far enough, you're going to expose your body and he's going to see you before you see him. The idea is you have such an angle on him, you see that very crisp edge of him, and of course his head's here, it's not here. He can't see you until you lean out and engage him. It's too late. And then you just continue on. So, does that make sense? Everybody up to speed on that? Questions, yes, comments, concerns? It right way. Just gonna check that. Keep in mind that hallway from time to time. And check. He's looking high. He's looking low. High and low. Sees the edge of a person. Probably. Pop, pop.
Same angle.
Okay. His back's to the hallway. He's pretty much committed here. He's gonna go in and check the last bit. Clear. And this works for real as well as it does for airsoft, for those who are interested. So this definitely has practical applications. But hopefully you don't have to clear a room by yourself. Ideally you have at least one other person with you. But if you have to, this is what you gotta do. At least you have a tactic and you're not just running in there guns blazing and hoping to get lucky. I can watch the angle of his rifle as we go through this together. So, side step, check that, and he's going to look down this hallway from time to time to make sure he's good. Alright, still good. Notice he's staying back off that door. He's not putting his muzzle in there. He's staying back off of things. He's getting that edge. Takes it out. He takes a shot. Okay, he's committed at this point. Finishes clearing out. There you go.
Rifle up, rifle up.
Rifle up. Yep.
Trying to lean over some
Looking
more.
high, looking low. He's checking. Okay. He's out. Bam, bam. Okay. He's committed. He's good here. Okay. And he'll just need to stack up and just move out and do it again.
Mosey on out.
This tactic has served us very well. We've engaged with just pistols at events and done very, very well taking buildings this way with just a handful of gun devils. So I'll go quick on record and say that saws aren't allowed indoors at national events, but hey, it's a bad karma, so it is it here, I guess.
Yeah. Haven't trained with this.
I guess we're good.
He committed
Yep.
to the saw, man.
Make sure to check down that hallway from time to time. You don't have threats pop out down there.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! You got a saw!
Okay.
At that point, you shoot him anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Shoot him anyway.
Yep. Yeah, you're good. Yes.
Okay.
That's about what somebody's going to do if they realize you have the saw.
Yeah. Again, he did just right. Yes, good question. Again, once you get to the point where your back's about to be turned to this hallway, you just need to go ahead and commit, because you can only keep checking this for so long, and you might as well just go ahead and sweep and clear.
And don't be worried about that side of the room so much. Like
You
once
check
you get
this
to
side of the room.
Right. So this is where
Your threat
is
is.
what you're waiting for.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah, you've checked that side, so focus on this and then sweep back over just to make sure you're good.
Could you like move over that way though?
Huh?
Like when you enter the room, could you move that way? Be like kind of parallel?
No, I wouldn't do that. But because, well, I'm here, and yes, I could like come across and like sidestep or move along this wall.
Yeah.
And check, and that's. But at this point, the element of surprise and being in their face is the violence of action is actually going to gain you more than doing that.
Okay.
Because if you have a guy here and he's tracking, then you're hoping that because you've sliced up to this point, you coming around so fast, you have them dead in your sights, because you know that this is the only last few foot of area that he could possibly be in.
Okay.
If there is anybody.
Another thing is, when we get into actual, when you have a fire team doing a room clear, it's going to be different. Your first guy is going to go along that wall. The guy in the corner is going to follow him with his gun, and you're going to be, boom, in his face and kill him.
The second guy will button hook and look.
Yeah. So
But-
that's what you want to do. You want to do the second guy button hook, because you're just right there.
You guys, you'll see it come together as we start to build up to 2-man and 3-man. I just want you to get the 1-man concept of the sectors and slicing the pie, because the rest gets so much easier after that. So, not a problem. Treaty? All right, my man. I'm just going to kind of shadow you. So, good job. You got that gun out on the shoulder. Checking down your hallway. Looking high, looking low for threats. Yep. Stay back off that doorway. There you go. That's good. Just baby step at a time. Okay.
Good picture, man.
Not bad. I would encourage that instead of stepping out and engaging, just once you see that little edge of them, lean out and engage, so you can come back behind cover if you need to. Because otherwise you're exposed. If you don't kill him, he gets a shot off, then kind of trouble. But very good job, good movement. Gordo.
Okay.
All right, dun dun dun. All right, slow movements, edge, shot. Kind of helps having clear walls, I'll tell you what. Yeah, there you go.
I'll almost say if one
Clear.
of those things wasn't
Your hallway, top. There you go. All right.
bang bang.
Good job. Your back's pretty much to it, so you're committed. Nice.
He loves that sight.
Oh yeah.
Cross your legs.
Yeah. Yeah. Try not to cross your legs
Cross
too
your
much.
legs.
Yeah.
Try to move side to side.
Put
yeah,
the
just
foot,
shuffle.
put the foot.
Put the foot.
Shuffle, you know.
Yeah, it's a great way to fall down, especially if you hit a cinder block or something.
Yeah, really.
Just saying. Happens. Cinder blocks and bookcases and
Bed frames.
that was a good lead.
Chairs. Take it slow, take it slow.
Yeah. Check down your hallway from time to time.
Let me tell you, these buildings at these events usually are dark.
Really dark.
You're scared out of your mind when you lost your battle buddy.
Even in broad daylight, you need a flashlight half the time. Well, more than half the
More
time.
than half.
Bang bang.
Gonna want to transition that rifle. You don't expose too much your body. There you go.
Step back, step back. You don't want your gun, your muzzle near that door.
There you
I'm about
go.
to catch him on it.
Just nice and slow, working that corner. Nice and slow. Get that in. There you go. Good lean. All right, you're committed. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Going. There. And which way just committed. There you go. All right. Got it. Got that tactical lean. Moving. You're pretty much committed. Your back's to that. So get in there. Yeah, just pretend as if it has a sight. Okay? Get that edge of them and then engage. Don't shoot him in the shoes.